I want to make something perfectly clear. This is why the rest of us call you all on the left suffer from Trump deranged syndrome. Your hatred for this man is mind blowing. Now, granted, you have the right to hate him if you don't like him. Just like I don't like Biden. I don't like Obama. Because both of them, well, mainly Obama, he hates this country. I know he does. Because before he became president, everything was fine. The only thing that I remember what was going on before Obama became president was, again, well, the word wasn't being used then, it's being used now, but Islamophobic because of Middle Eastern people destroying the World Trade Center towers in New York City, which I remember that too. And yet here we are today, well, New York City voted in a guy as a mayor who supports Sharia law. And that's why you people in New York City are fucking retarded. You forgot about the attacks on 9/11. You be glad I'm not president because I'd bitch slap every one of you. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, back to my point. Okay, so you have the right to hate Trump. But with all this Epstein crap going on, yes, I know he ran with it last year. Yes, I know him and Epstein knew each other because I've seen plenty of photos and videos showing that. So President Trump can deny it all he wants, but he knew him. Okay? But until I see concrete proof that he had fooled around with minors that Epstein had, I can't in good conscience just say, oh, yeah, I hate him. He needs to be impeached. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Guess what? Bill Clinton is a dirty old man. In fact, I have 2 saved files. One that I found and I saved it, and one from a friend of mine on Facebook that I saved. Both of them have Bill Clinton's name on it. Why are you all on the left not throwing a fit about him? And also, and I know this was way back in the 90s, and maybe half of you don't fucking remember the whole fucking details like I do. The whole Monica Lewinsky thing. Okay, even if it was consensual, he paid her. But she still came out and openly told the public what happened. Okay? Now, maybe it wasn't a form of rape or molestation or what, but he did that. And you all just quietly shoved it on the rug like, oh well. But if a Republican president had done that, you'd all throw a fit. Do you not see the hypocrisy in you? You live in your own goddamn la-la land. You have no idea. I don't know what your parents failed to do for you, but you can't seem to differentiate reality from fantasy. And then some of you motherfuckers are raising your kids to think they're fucking animals. What the fuck is wrong with you? They're not going to succeed in life when they become adults because you fucked them up mentally. In fact, you deserve to go to prison for that, in my opinion. Again, be glad I'm not the president. Because I'd do shit to fix this fucking country, whether it was legal or not. Because I'm tired of the state of this country is in right now. This is why I keep telling people I wish I could go back and live in the 1980s. Because back then, the country didn't give a fuck about anything. There was no racism, and even if there was, it was very little. Very tiny. Just fucking quit. And also, quit living in the past. You got black Americans who are living in the past still thinking, oh, we live in the 1800s and I'm still a slave to the white man. No, you're not. Now, okay, there's a small difference right now. Heck, I'm a slave. I have to go work. I go to a job. The difference is I get paid. And then that money helps me have a roof over my head. Helps me have clothes on. Yes, I'm wearing shorts. That's not boxers. Those are shorts. So I'm not one of those weird people who do Skype meetings and just have a shirt on. That's stupid. Also, look, I got money that I can collect Transformers and anime stuff and food in my belly, hygiene. Now, in the 1800s, that was none of that was going on. You were forced to work and not make a dime of anything. Yeah, you had a roof over your head, you had a place to sleep, but it was poor, disgusting conditions. Okay, but you people today are living in the past, and you can't move forward to the future and grow. Thanks to Obama and Michael, they have kept you from moving forward. And you can bash me all you want and say no, but it's true. I don't give a fuck. I I no longer have a filter from my mouth. I'm going to speak my goddamn mind. I don't give a fuck. I'm American. I can do whatever the fuck I say. I don't fucking care or feel whatever. Anyways, and then you got other people who are just behaving like hypocrites. You're all okay. I'm not defending the Republican Party either. Okay, both parties are today, especially, are nothing but failures. They're failures, and none of them are innocent in anything either. They're out to do is get rich, and everything you see on TV and on social media, when you see them in Congress and their special sessions, or they get up on the podium and get in front of the cameras and talk, it's all theatrics. Yeah, I know I sound different. I got something going on in my throat again. I think I'm getting well. I don't feel feverish. I just feel my throat is messed up right now. It's all theatrics, and it's designed to keep us all divided. So I wish you would just stop being one side. Oh, and there's another thing I want to point out. You on the left, instead of being free thinkers and thinking for yourself, you all follow the crowd. That's why I call you radical left programmed Borg drone sheep. Stop behaving like a sheep. Stop behaving like a drone. You're not. You are your own person, but because George Soros is paying you, you're going to behave that way. And obviously you don't have a conscience because you'd rather earn money by being a dick than going out and get a job and contributing to the rest of society. Yes, America is a corporation. I'm not going to deny that either. But unfortunately, this is the way the world works. I mean, it's no different than Japan or Russia or England, Europe. Everybody goes to a job. They get paid. And they're able to live in their own place, have their own clothes, have food, blah, 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 etc., etc. So this is the state of the world we live in. I mean, I wish I could just stay home and not have to worry about paying a bill. See, that's one of the things I liked about Star Trek. People in the future, they had their own homes, but they didn't have to pay nothing. They didn't have to buy it. It was yours. And they provided power, but no one got paid for it. At least that's not the impression I got. So yeah, you can have your own place. You have your own power, and no one was going to make you pay a bill for it or a rent. Heck, I don't even think they were even paying like transportation, shuttles to transport people to places. Of course, they have a transporter, but we don't have a transporter. But my point is, I don't think they made anybody on Earth pay for anything. You just called up a ride, or you just used your own personal transporter pad, and you just beamed somewhere. And I think it was all free. I mean, they never got into details about it, but that's what it looked like to me. And I do wish we could live that way, but we don't. This is the way it is. But if we go to a civil war, I have a sword. See, it's yeah, right there. And oh, also I have a club, and it's uh, hard. I'm also going to get a bat and wrap it in barbed wire in case I have to defend myself uh, against left wing Americans or Islamic pieces of shit who want to shove their Sharia law down my throat and think that they can come into my apartment just because they feel like it, even though they were uninvited and they didn't have my permission. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to fuck. You can send me to prison if you want to, but I'm going to defend myself and I'm going to defend my stuff. I don't fucking care. You do not disrespect me like that. Just like I know you don't want to be disrespected, but if you disrespect me, I will disrespect you. I don't fucking care. I treat others the way I want to be treated. But if you're going to come into my place of living without my consent, without my permission, uninvited, fuck around and find out. I don't give a fuck.